Hey there, I just got back from Trader Joe's and I wanted to share with you what I bought, because I bought a lot. I actually first went to Whole Foods to return an item, and then I went to Trader Joe's and just bought a bunch. And I'm really hungry and cranky now. There are all these awful drivers and too many people outside. There's too many people. There's just too many people all over the place. There's old people, there's young people. I just don't have patience. Okay, so let's see. This is what I've taken out so far. I got the Harry and David's pears, which were $5.99. Comes in a nice box. One of them is wrapped in gold and looks fancy. And then I got the pizza margherita, a frozen pizza, Caesar salad with chicken breast. That'll be for lunch at work. And then the turkey gobbler wrap, which I think I've gotten in the past. And it has turkey, stuffing, cranberries, and cream cheese with a festive dipping sauce. Maybe that's cranberries. I think I've gotten this before. Anyway, so I've just unpacked a few items. Let's see what else. I just got my Whole Foods bag that I was putting food into today. I've got some milk. Pretty basic, some cinnamon rolls. I like to make those on occasion. I've got 2 Kerrygold butters for baking and cooking, what have you. And then over here, I think I've just got a couple cereals. I've got my Puffins peanut butter cereal, and Trader Joe's has the best price on that. Maple pecan clusters, which I don't normally buy, but I thought, let's do something different. Buttermilk pancake mix. I don't have like a proper pancake griddle, but I went to buy one, so I thought, I'll just buy the pancake mix now. And then I also got this beef jerky. I don't usually eat jerky, but I think it might be a good snack to quickly eat on the go. So there's that. And what's over here? Oh, I've got some more frozen stuff. And this pumpkin mix. So you can use it for pancakes or waffles. Anyways, I thought I'll have the plain ones, the buttermilk, and then I'll have the pumpkin. So I'll have both options when I make my pancakes. And then I got a big old thing of Dr. Bronner's soap. They only had it in peppermint, which I don't really like, but I really need to wash my makeup brushes, and Dr. Bronner's does the best job. So I was like, fine, I'll just buy whatever scent they have and then wash all my makeup brushes. And over here we have some holiday goodies, because holy cow, they had a lot of stuff for the holidays. This is not holiday-ish, it's just frozen macaroni and cheese. This is very holiday-ish. This is the iced cranberry orange scone cookies. They look itty-bitty, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Just these tiny little fellas, and they remind me of some of the other scones they have at Trader Joe's that I really like. Like, they used to have one, I think, that had cranberries in it, but they were bigger. But they were also iced or glazed, so they just reminded me of the scones I used to like that I don't see anymore. So that's why I got those. And then, of course, I got some candy cane JoJo's. Yum! Haven't had these, I guess, for a year now. So those are tasty. And then I think I'm going to bring this home when I visit my mom and dad for Thanksgiving. It's the dark chocolate covered peppermint JoJo's. So this comes with a sleeve of them, and they're all really like kind of pretty big and thick. Not this thick, but you know, still pretty thick for a cookie. So yeah, oh my gosh, they had so much holiday stuff and all kinds of goodies and different types of cookies, and then these chocolate bars, like a taste of Europe chocolate bars. Oh my god, I was just I was kind of beside myself. I was just looking and looking and like, oh my god, look at all this stuff. So I showed restraint with those 3 items I got, just so you know. But when I go back again, I think maybe I'll pick out 1 or 2 more items and try them myself and then bring them into work to share, which is my typical thing. So I'm going to put this away and then eat lunch, because like I said, I'm really hungry. Hey there, good morning. Today is Sunday. It's actually kind of late. It's 11:30, but I slept in today. So, yeah, I didn't do much yesterday besides going out to Trader Joe's and some little errands, and today I feel like I really need to spend more time outdoors or doing things, because I was inside too much yesterday. It drives me crazy when I'm inside too much. There's a perfect level of, like, outdoorsy time, indoor time. And yesterday was too high on the indoor, so today I need to make up for it by more outdoor time. Anyways, yeah, it's really nice. It's like 73 degrees outside. That's typical for, you know, Southern California during the winter. I feel bad for my sister because it's freezing in Oregon. It's so cold, and each day there's a chance of rain. But I don't know. That's what they signed up for, so I guess they expected it, kind of. Anywho, so when I went to Starbucks this morning, I got my white mocha, and I've been on this Starbucks kick instead of going to my usual drive-thru place. And I also got a treat, another treat to take home for Thanksgiving to share with my parents. So this is the Cranberry Bliss bar. It's a set of them, and they feel kind of cold, so I think I may need to refrigerate them. It comes with 6 of them, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. I was trying to see how many were inside, and then I realized, oh, it says right there, 6 bars. And the price is similar to buying them individually. It ends up being $2.35 each when you buy it in a set. And then I want to say it's around that price, around $2.30 or $2.60 each when you buy them individually in the store, just because I was curious about a price comparison. So I pulled out my calculator app and I was like looking at the price. So I found out like who most of my new neighbors are, and it turns out that the loudest, most obnoxious people, of course, live upstairs for me. There's these 2 awful, spoiled brats that live upstairs. One of them has a Mercedes SUV, and the other one has a newer VW. And I just know their cars because they take turns parking in the one assigned space for their unit, and they're really loud. They like to party. They like to play their music loud. They stomp around in high heels, and high heels upstairs are just the worst thing. They have these guys, 2 guys that come and visit them for like long weekends, and that's when they tend to party the most. Yeah, they're just pretty inconsiderate. Every night when they cook dinner, their smoke alarm goes off. So usually it happens when I'm talking to my mom on the phone, because I talk with my mom on the phone every night. So yeah, I'll usually say, "Oh Mom, their smoke alarm went off, their nightly alarm." So yeah, I really hate my upstairs neighbors. I can't stand them. I actually complained to the apartment manager after I had 2 straight weekends of them blasting music and just being really loud and obnoxious. And one of those nights I had gone upstairs to ask them to turn it down, and then a different evening the guy across from me went upstairs around 3 or 4 a.m. to ask them to turn it down. And he doesn't... Sorry, there are people walking on the sidewalk. He doesn't even live directly underneath them. He asked them to turn it down. So the apartment manager said, "Oh, they never cause any noise. This is so unusual." But they have those 2 guys visiting again this weekend. Maybe it's boyfriends, I don't know. And then they've been noisy again this weekend. I just don't like them. I don't like them at all. I don't like them. But other than that, most of my neighbors are decent. There's a guy who actually is across from me. He's a postdoctoral researcher, and he's sometimes in my building at work, so he's seen my office and stuff, which is pretty funny. I wouldn't have known he was my neighbor unless I'd introduced myself to him, because there's so many people at my work, so many students and postdocs and stuff, and I can't really keep track of all of them. So anyways, yeah, he lives across from me, and then there's this nice guy who's a bit geeky, and he's the guy, I don't know if I mentioned this, but one day he brought over homemade chocolate chip cookies and invited me to come over and watch a Disney movie with him. So he's sweet. He's a nice guy over there. And then there's one gal who's Asian. I don't know her name, but she's the one who tailgated me while leaving the apartment complex parking lot, which really surprised me, because normally when you know someone's your neighbor, you don't tailgate them or drive like a jerk, but she tailgates. And she has a boyfriend that smokes cigarettes. And then next to me there's a nurse who's actually not all that friendly and can give people a bit of attitude. Yep, and then upstairs we've got this one guy who is a scientist at the Marine Science Institute at UCSB. And it's funny with scientists, you always think they're so smart, or at least I normally do, but they can not be smart in other ways. He was cooking the other day and he left his food in the oven for a while, and he left his home, and the food started to burn. His apartment filled up with smoke. His smoke alarm was going off for over 20 minutes. All of his windows were getting all this condensation, and nobody was answering his apartment. So my different neighbors called 911 and the fire department came out, and soon after the firefighters showed up, my neighbor showed up and said, hey, I was only gone for a few minutes, which is total baloney. Anyways, he's like the scientist, but he doesn't know you shouldn't leave food in the oven and go away for like, it must have been at least half an hour, you know. Anyways, got a fan right upside there, blowing the smoke out. Hello, fire department man. So, anyways, that's Mac's apartment upstairs. He's a dumb butt, responsible for leaving his food alone in the oven and causing all the smoke and the alarm to go off for so long and the fire department to come out. So, yuppers, there we go. Thank you, fire department. Yikes.